we are in the land of the free because of the brave. And so we ask by your grace that you would bring them home soon and safe. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting. We are here tonight with PASKY's Low Budget TV Grand Nationals. We're at Dover International Speedway for 200 laps. These guys are just finishing up qualify. I'm here with Steve and Wingnut, and we'll see how it goes. Got cool temperatures and cloudy skies out there, guys, so hopefully we got a good one. Don't really have a super big field out here tonight, which I'm really surprised.
It's Dover. No one likes hitting the outside ball. It's brutal.
Not a lot of people like this track, and it's a tough track to learn.
Yeah, and from what I've been hearing from these guys, these cars are tight.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Got cold
Yeah.
temps and overcast, so yeah, there's gonna be a lot of grip out there, and it's gonna make the cars tight.
Yeah, like what people have been saying, you got more grip, so you go harder on exit, but then you go you're gone tighter into entry now, so it's like you've gone too fast without realizing it. Because everyone's used to driving these tracks like super hot. So just mistakes on mistakes pretty much. But we'll have to see how it goes. Bashar getting that qualifying, getting the lead by a pretty good margin too.
Yeah, 22.577, and then you got Kyle Vincent Gilbert with a 22.616. One thing we learned about Dover is it don't really matter where you start, man. It's just you got to finish. And when the wrecks happen, everything comes right down in front of you, no matter where you are.
Yeah, I've been here. There's a portion with the first 10 laps. I'm definitely going to near guarantee a right side only strategy for someone, but after that, it's going to be 4 tires. Just keep these cars alive because this track is evil.
All right.
You don't like that second-hand corner, do you, Steven?
No.
It loops you, and it gets tight.
Alright.
All right.
Run through the grid now, eh?
Yeah, run through the grid here. We got it. You want to run it?
I'll steal it from you, mate. It's mine.
Go
Chris
for it.
Bouchard in a pole position on the qualifying here next to Carl Vincent Gilbert. Again, we've got Jeff Hollingsworth in 3rd and Mark Jenkins in 4th. Rob Jenkins, I think, is in the series, or I just haven't seen him, in 5th. Then Ron Hollifield in 6th. Byron Rodney 7th. Douglas Thompson 8th. Robert Dudley 9th. And then Charlie Woods rounding out top 10.
Then you got 11th is Kevin Paskowicz, 12th is Johnny Antonucci, 13th is Bob Lacavara, Tana Coster is going to roll 14th, 15th is Dave Bigger, Chad Witt is 16th, Willie Glenn 17th, Hoot Baker 18th, and that is going to round out your field. We got 200 laps here tonight, and you're watching Pasky's Low Budget TV Grand Nationals at Dover International Speedway. I believe one fast repair, if I'm right, yeah?
Yeah, they normally have one fast repair with these guys. Which is, honestly, like, while some purists be like, no, that's not fair, but at the same time, it means you can save it to the end. At the end of the race, you click your fast repair any light damage you've got, and go for the win at the end. So it kind of makes interesting endings.
Yeah, we just ran Dover on Wednesday night in the trucks. And, man, it started out great up until that first stage. There wasn't a caution, and there was a lot of trucks out there. So, you know, I thought we were going to have a good race. It quickly, it quickly turned to dirt. Right after that.
I've heard that it's an absolute nightmare.
Right after that first caution, bro, it just went downhill from there. Hopefully these guys can keep it together, man. I like Dover. Dover's a good track, but man, it's fast. Things happen fast, and as you see right now, the car's going down. There is no room. So when something happens, it's just right in your way, man. It's so hard. I know.
Steve was saying earlier that turn 2 exit, it looks like it gets really tight there. It actually does. It actually looks like there's actually not much room at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because there's that wall that comes out where pit lane would technically be on turn 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So it's brutal.
I think it's also the fact that you're going. Oh, let's get started here.
These guys start on green. No mind, it's not green and Bashard's gone. Shut off with like a rocket ship. He gets a lot of gap from Vincent Gilbert. He's already under attack by Jeff Hollingsworth on the inside.
I was about to say, I think what adds to the fact of it feeling like the track is narrowing in is the fact that you're going underneath a couple walkways.
And Vincent Gilbert just slammed to the outside wall there as Hollingsworth gets past. Now Gilbert's being passed by Mark Jenkins. He just like hardcore slammed down. We see that damage on the right hand side. Both wheels now kind of exposed. Damn! It's like everyone's single filed out. No one wants to get themselves into overstrike.
Not yet. It'll come.
Yeah, it'll happen for sure.
Yeah, so far they're doing a pretty good job.
And Hollingsworth moves from 3rd to 2nd. Jenkins has moved from, Mark Jenkins moved from 4th to 3rd. So some good moves so far for people.
Yeah, and he's got Kyle Vincent Gilbert right behind him, trying to look to the inside. He's still, even with that little bit of damage, the car still looks pretty quick.
Seeing Robert Dudley trying to get on the inside of Byron Rodney back here, but it looks like he's not quite going to get the run on exit. And Rodney's going to stay ahead of him. Now Paskowicz is going to go to his outside. Oh, Dudley had a bit of a slide down there. That looks really scary.
Yeah, you see,
Paskowicz had a bit of a heart attack there.
yeah. Oh, get out of here. You see that again?
Huh? What?
Siri one more time.
Siri.
I keep forgetting to turn it off, man, because I didn't even say anything close, but it thinks that's what I'm saying, so I don't know. But meanwhile, even further back in the field, looks like everybody's pretty single-filed out. Let's take a look a little bit closer up front. Bouchard out to about 7/10.
Yeah, he got his gap and he's gone.
You got to keep an eye on the number 1 there, Ron Hollyfield. He raced Dover Wednesday night. He actually did pretty good.
And while Bouchard is ahead, it looks like Jeff Holmes was actually faster than him right now. It was a 10th faster last lap, a 10th faster this lap. So he's got good pace. And we know that Jeff Hollingsworth can really keep his car together. He almost never gets damaged except for someone else's incidents, and it keeps his car, it keeps the tires nice and fresh.
Yeah, we got the 3 of them up right now. 3-car battle, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Watch some of the times on there. Looks like it's pretty good so far.
Yep, so far so good for everyone. And yeah, it looks like Hollingsworth is just straight up fast right now. Every lap he's been faster than Bouchard. Curious.
And, you know, Bouchard could be taking it a little bit easy.
Oh, of course. It's always hard to tell if someone's pushing as hard as they can after actually taking it easy there. It's like there's a bit of a fight going further back between Bob Lacavara, Antonucci, and Willie Glenn. Antonucci's car's actually got quite a bit of damage on it. It's got right side damage and rear end damage, so that thing's already had a bad moment. And you see him wiggling there. Woof.
Antonucci in that 59 Goodyear. Get back here at 14. Who was that?
Already the people are getting really close to that
yeah.
wall. So Chris Bouchard almost have a moment with a wall. I think I saw Mark Jenkins almost have one as well, so it begins.
And did Mark Jenkins just take 3rd?
Yeah.
I think he had 3rd from the previous thing. Remember, Vincent Gilbert fell back 2 positions, so I think he's been in 3rd for a while now.
Yeah, he's been in 3rd.
Look at Kevin Paskowitz closing in a little bit on Byron Rodney.
He's 2 our teammates, but that's not going to stop him from fighting for sure.
He was a lot closer to him the last lap by. Looks like he kind of backed off a little bit. Maybe he shot it a little bit high.
Interestingly, we see Jeff Hollingsworth now is pretty close to Chris Bouchard.
Oh yeah, he's moving in.
Yeah, the difference in pace is not. Well, I would say it wasn't that much. That last lap it was a full 10, so he's got a lot of pace right now.
And listen to him feather that throttle.
Bouchard's like rear end sticking out. Woo. He's pushing it now for sure. Having said, Bouchard is really good at having that rear end sweep out but not lose control, so we'll have to see if he can keep that up.
Yeah, we watched him at the Roval, man, just throwing that car around.
Yeah, I had a talk with him after about how the world he was doing that, and then now I found out I'm both impressed and annoyed that I didn't figure it out myself.
Ooh, he just made a little contact with the wall.
He's definitely throwing it around. It's good to watch. Look at that. You see that rear end stepping out, and they're already there. Oof. Yeah, Hollingsworth is now pretty much there. He said, I don't think he's going to try and attack at all. Just doesn't have the enough pace for that yet. Meanwhile, it looks like Paskowitz is going past Byron Rodney. Passes him on the inside. Rodney's going to try and cross him over, I think. Nope, he's just going to sit behind him.
Yeah, probably smart thing to do right now. Don't push it too much just yet. Yeah, and I got to apologize for Facebook. I'm not sure why. Again, Facebook link didn't work, but at least YouTube is working.
Facebook's a toss. We got David Bigger now going on the inside of Robert Dudley for 10th place.
Oh,
Bigger loses it. Whoa. That was a bit of a moment there. I kind of missed what actually happened.
and that was a good save too. Let me go back and see if we can see what happened while we're green. Looks like he was getting close to Dudley. Oh, just the back. Oh, both of them. The back end started coming around, and I think he went low to avoid Dudley, and it just kind of really upset him a bit.
Yeah, meanwhile up at the front, Hollingsworth was right on the bumper of Bashar that last lap. He's backed off again, but he was pretty much about to push him around the track. You see him here, look at him close up on him. Wow. I think he had to back off there so he didn't hit him because that was a ridiculous run.
That was 227 almost into the wall again.
Yep, we've got Byron Rodney on the inside of Douglas Thompson. Like Douglas has lost like 2-3 positions there. Yeah, I think Douglas had a bit of a moment. Don't know what happened, but he lost 2 positions to Rodney and
PASKY. Yep.
Oh! Hollingsworth just went to the wall. I saw him kiss the wall there pretty badly.
And I think the 227 also hit the wall again.
Yeah, I will give Gilbert credit. That car was already damaged from the start of the race. That massive hit. So the fact he's hitting the wall is not surprising. And you see Mark Jenkins closing up on the leaders now as well. You got them right ahead of him right now.
Oh, and look.
It looks like Bashar got stuck on the wall for a moment. Hollingsworth saw his moment, tried to strike, but nowhere to go. Oh, he touched below the yellow line. The white line, actually, sorry. Hollingsworth almost lost it. Whew.
Yeah, that was close. You saw Mark Jenkins just close right up.
Oh, and eventually loses control ahead of them. Oh, hits the inside wall into the grass.
Ooh, off of the racing groove.
Yeah, glad to get out of this one because this fight's still ongoing.
Yeah, lucky for them guys. And look, PASKY, when he got around Byron Rodney, he's starting to separate now.
Oh, yeah. And ahead of him, Carl Vincent-Gilbert's got Rob Jenkins and Ron Holyfield behind him, and they're both slowly catching him, so he's going to have to be careful about that. Meanwhile, up ahead, Hollingsworth is right on Bashard's tail, and Mark Jenkins is behind, he's just watching it.
See, Hollingsworth taking a lower line coming out, hugging that bottom on that last turn. Yeah, look, he's down pretty low. See Bashard come down in front of him, trying to hold him back.
Oh, Bashard, that wiggle and exit. Hollingsworth going to try and capitalize, but there's nowhere to go again.
Let's go back here with Jenkins.
Looks like Hollingsworth's stronger on two, but Bashard's stronger in 4.
Ooh, Jenkins, Hollingsworth keeps popping out. He's getting ready to go for.
Well on the inside of Bashard.
Yeah, Bashard got up into the wall, kind of messed him up a little bit.
Jenkins almost saw his moment to stick his nose in there as well.
Oh, 227 going down.
He's
managed to save it.
Wow.
Yeah, that car is not going to be happy right now with that damage he has on the right-hand side.
Yeah, he's probably waiting and hoping for a caution to get in and get some of that fixed, you know, and not go a lap down under green.
It'll be a hard call to use the fast repair now, but it might have to do if that car's going to keep doing that. And it looks like Hollingsworth was already separated away from Chris Bashard rather cleanly. And now you got Mark Jenkins sticking his nose below Bashard. Well, that's a dangerous spot to do it, but he's got the overlap now, going into turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, and looks like Bashard just gave it to him, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look, Hollingsworth's getting ready to get some traffic here, and I see 227 really struggling with that car because now he's got the 15 of Rob Jenkins looking underneath, but man, he was wild coming off that last turn.
He's holding on with that car as much as he can. And Rob Jenkins will be careful because he's got Ron Holyfield behind him as well. So that's going to be a 3-way fight there. If Rob can get past Gilbert, I think Holyfield will do the exact same. And Bashard's just fallen back like a stone now. Like, Mark Jenkins is separate from him and just gone. So is Jeff Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth even faster than Jenkins still.
Yeah, Hollingsworth was
that last lap, Mark Jenkins was faster than Jeff Hollingsworth by almost actually a full 10th, yeah.
Gonna watch a little bit further back here.
So David Bigger getting past Douglas Thompson. Thomas having a bit of trouble with his car as well, so falling back a few positions.
What's cool though is when the track changes, you'll see some of these guys that have fallen backwards most likely start making their way back towards the front.
Speaking of changes too, the track has jumped by 10 degrees Fahrenheit. It was 70 at the start, it's now 84.
Yeah, the sun's peeking out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see it on the track.
This is a morning race, apparently. So we will see the sun get higher and higher and start getting warmer a bit further in the race. And Gilbert's still trying to keep that car alive. Let me see, he managed to hold off against Rob Jenkins and Ron Holyfield with that car, as bent as it is.
And I think Paskowicz and Byron Rodney are starting to catch this pack.
Yep, it's gonna have a problem of where do you go. And we see Jeff Hollingsworth now catching up to the first of the lap traffic with Hoot Baker and Bob Lacavara, who just went to the outside wall.
Oh, and hits it.
Oh,
Oh, look, Lacavara almost got loose in front of the 42.
that's a scary thing for him to see. I think Hollingsworth wants nothing to do with that, just wants to get past the wall and just get out of there.
Yeah, it's a
Lacavara trying to go past Hoot Baker.
that's an awful. That's
Well,
a
he did.
yeah, a little bit. That's an awful feeling, man. If you're the lap car that wrecks and takes the leader out. And look at Bouchard, nowhere to go. All the way up high into the wall.
Ground along it there too. That's going to be the same sort of damage that Gilbert has now. And Bouchard was already having trouble with that car. That's not going to help.
Yeah, he was trying to get by Baker and Lacavara and went to go up high. And I think Lacavara may not have seen him or the car was sliding up high. And it looked like he went with him. Look, here's and tried to take him down on the inside. Lacavara's going to go way up to the top.
Yeah, get out of the way as quick as you can.
And here comes, ooh, you see that Bouchard into the wall again.
That car is not happy right now for sure. And he's got to be careful because right behind him now is Carl Vincent Gilbert, who's caught right up to him.
Look at Ryan
He's lost a lot of pace for him.
Yeah, look at Ryan Holyfield and Kevin Paskowitz get by. They're slowly closing in here, man. We're back up here by Mark Jenkins.
Gilbert is still indeed catching Chris Bouchard, so he might start attacking him soon. In fact, here he goes right now, on the inside of Chris Bouchard.
Bouchard might not fight so hard. Oh, into the wall again.
I don't think he touched it. I think it got real close, though.
I seen sparks on this end, man.
Yeah, I didn't. That could be Aussie internet for sure.
Yeah, Chris Bouchard better off just letting him go. And
Oh, just got turned.
oh, did he?
Ron Holyfield, Bob Lacavara. Yeah, it was
Oh.
those two. Lacavara and Holyfield.
Let me go back.
That's going to be really annoying for Holyfield there. It's like Lacavara just got lost on the outside. They tapped the wall and just slid straight into Holyfield.
Yeah, watching him now. Holyfield down low.
Paskowicz got a piece of that as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Byron Rodney able to sneak by. Hoot Baker able to sneak by. And then here comes the pace car to get a little piece. Oh, the 59 got a little piece of, who was that? Let me back that up real quick. Of Lacavara, I think. Yeah, got a little touch there.
Well, Figo is going to love this. Bouchard, Gilbert are going to love having their cars fully repaired. They're all definitely going to go in. No one's going to stay out this one for sure. It's been crazy. I think we're also well beyond any possible right tire strategy as well.
It looks like Paskowicz not under power rolling into the pits, stopping at pit entrance. Oh, no, all right. Never mind. He was just probably waiting for a spotter to tell him when to go. Well, not too bad, man. 38 laps before we got the first caution.
No. Bouchard missed the stall.
Yeah, he's having a rough night right now.
Yeah, he had a good qualifying, but just nothing is working since. He's going to lose a bunch of positions there.
And it looks like Gilbert got out first. No, not Gilbert. Hollingsworth.
Yep. It was close between Jenkins and Hollingsworth. It looks like Rob Jenkins is going to take third place. Byron Rodney. Wait, hold on. Byron Rodney fourth? No, he did. He took 4 tires. I don't know how he got that far ahead, but okay.
Maybe took 4 tires and a little less fuel.
Yeah. And where is that? Bichard's just leaving now. Ouch.
Yeah, we're waiting to see. All right, there goes Gilbert. Waiting to see. I think that's Ron Hollyfield still in there, and I see the pace car just coming out of 4. All right, he's going to make it out. Wasn't sure if he was going to make it out in time. I think some of these guys are probably opting to just get some repairs done as opposed to using that.
Pretty much all of them are.
Yeah, that fast repair. Because you really want to try to hang on to that to the end.
So, Holyfield, Paskowicz, Gilbert, Bichard, and I think even Willie Glenn aren't taking damage repairs at all. Aren't taking the fast repairs, sorry. They're just taking whatever they can before the pace car comes around.
Yeah, it's too early. You're definitely going to need those fast repairs at this track. It's been so long since we've run with fast repairs, I forget actually how it is. It's kind of good sometimes, and I don't know, it's kind of aggravating when you see somebody wreck, use a fast repair, come out and still win. I know a lot of guys used to get upset with that.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of how I won with Somo. So, I mean, I'm a little bit biased here, so I don't know if I can speak, but I kind of like it because it adds a little bit of strategy.
Yo, Ixnay on the win ray, bro.
But yeah, like, it can definitely help to like make one mistake, you're not entirely out of the race.
Yeah, I think some.
That's a bit of strategy too. If you have a few love taps to the wall, you can save it to the very end, eat it, and then go for your final stint.
Yeah.
Adds a little bit more in case stuff goes really bad.
So Byron Rodney up here in 4th, going to start on the outside. Jeff Hollingworth going to take the inside on his start, and Mark Jenkins going to be on the outside. We'll see, is Hollingsworth going to go when the pace car goes in, or is he going to hold off a little bit and try and get these guys, try to catch them sleeping here?
Probably going to wait a little bit, then just rocket it off. Try and get away from everybody.
Everybody's probably expecting him just to take off.
I feel like these guys are trolling me again because both the Jenkinses are together. It just keeps on happening, man. I feel like a big tipsy victim right now, man. It just doesn't stop. Well, let's see how Holyfield does this start. Pace car's going in. Definitely holding it for now. And there he goes. It's a real good gap between him and Mark Jenkins. Looks like Mark than Rob Jenkins did. Rob will have a bit of overlap there on the inside, so he may be able to get the position back. His bar went actually a bit wide there.
Yeah, I think he saw the 15 underneath him and didn't want to come too close down. So he's going to give that spot back up.
Charlie Woods, real clean pass.
Doesn't
Woods
look
gave
like
him the
Kyle
room
took
there.
his fast repair.
I don't think he did.
I still see the damage on the right front, and actually, Ron Holyfield's got the same damage on the right front.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one took their fast repairs.
Can't
As
really.
far as I'm aware.
Yeah, can't really blame him. I, you know, as long as the car's still handling decent enough to run, I don't think I would take it just yet.
As long as you're on the track until the final lap, it doesn't really matter.
So look at Hollingsworth up here in front. Mark Jenkins not too far behind. And then they're a little bit spread out to Rob Jenkins and Dave Bigger. And I believe Bigger just tapped the wall.
I think he's been a big move. Bigger has been the biggest mover on the field. He's gone from 14th to 4th, so he's been moving real fast.
15th to 4th.
That's his 14th for me, but it doesn't matter. Either way is a good achievement for sure. And you see him knocking on the back door of Rob Jenkins now as well. Meanwhile, behind him, Carl Gilbert's been right on the rear of Byron Rodney for a while now as well. And also, way further back, Chris Bouchard is trying to get back forward through the field. Currently, I believe in 10th or 9th? 10th position or 11th? Try and fight for 10th, that's the word. God, why would I say that?
Yeah, showing him in 11th.
Yeah, he's trying to get up there. David Bigger now trying to stick his nose on the inside of Rob Jenkins. Doesn't quite have the overlap he needs. And looks like Vince Gilbert's going to try to stick his nose on the inside of Byron Rodney. Gets a bit too low, almost loses it, saves it again though. But he's going to lose a lot of pace. And I see it, Bigger still hounding the back of Rob Jenkins.
Yeah, Bigger was looking like he was going to try the outside. Now back down to the inside.
Notice that no one wants to be on the outside of the exit here. Just no one wants to be that guy stuck out there.
It looks like Douglas Thompson up in 7th. He's doing pretty good right now. He was closing in on Gilbert a little bit.
Charlotte's now moved back in 10th and still moving up. And they've got a 4-car pack developing here. Rob Jenkins, David Bigger, Byron Rodney, and Vincent Gilbert. And we've got Douglas Thompson behind just watching this happen in front of him. Oh!
Wow, that was close.
He almost touched Rodney there. Interestingly, the track has now just dropped by 9 Fahrenheit again. It's almost dropped a full 10 Fahrenheit in the last few laps.
Well, you can see it's back cloud cover because I don't see a ray of sunshine across that track.
Interesting watching the track temperature change so much. And yeah, it looks like Thompson will get to the back of this field. There's this 4-car fight going on.
Take a quick look at Thompson.
His nose on the inside of Rob Jenkins just can't get it in there. Quote the "that's what she said" joke.
And there goes Gilbert underneath Byron Rodney.
Yep, gets it clean in one corner there.
Meanwhile, Mark Jenkins still can see Jeff Hollingsworth in front of him. He's only about 3/10 behind.
Yeah, he was slowly losing Hollingsworth, but the last lap he actually gained all that time back, pretty much. Let's see if that continues again.
See what kind of times they get across the line here.
Yep, he was faster again than Hollingsworth. So
Yeah.
he's starting to get back in. Meanwhile, further back of the field, the brawl continues. I do like going up to hearing Hollingsworth and Jenkins, just hearing how quiet it is. Then you go back to Rob Jenkins and Bigger, just hear this like constant roar. Thompson getting right to the rear of Byron Rodney there.
He's jumped inside. And they're clicking off the laps pretty quick here.
Yeah, we're lap 53, we're a quarter of the way through. And Bigger's still trying to work on Rob Jenkins. He got a pretty good race.
He's got a good run going now.
He's got the overlap he needs. He might be able to get the pass if he can just get a good enough run. Rob's going to hate this. He's on the outside. They're going to get touch. Oh! Manages to hold him off, and Jenkins actually held him off really well. Gets a bit of distance from him as well. That was a ballsy defense from Rob Jenkins there to hold that position.
The problem with that is Bigger might run out of patience.
Oh yeah, if that happens again, and Rob Jenkins does it again, Bigger might just turn him.
Yeah, because it's real easy to run out of patience. Meanwhile,
to be honest, in that situation, well, it was good defense from Rob Jenkins. You know, if it's going to happen, you can't blame the guy for turning him for it. It's just going to happen.
Look up front. Jenkins is closing, and he is down to .199 right now.
Sorry to Hollingsworth, but I do hope Jenkins gets past Hollingsworth, so that way the Jenkins will be separated. Because they're currently second and third. It's driving me crazy. Looks like Bigger's actually lost quite a bit of pace now. You see Vincent Gilbert trying to stick his nose on the inside. I think he's actually going to get it too. Bigger went way too wide there.
Well, got a good run off.
Yep, Bigger with a good defense on the outside. It's got to be scary being on the outside line trying to defend when you're already getting close to the wall and exit when you're on your own. Having a car on your inside, oh god. I think a few nightmares worse.
We got Bouchard now up in 8th, Paskowicz back here in 9th, and then Robert Dudley in 10th in the number 49. And he is followed by Charlie Woods in 11th, Ron Hollyfield in 12th. You got Chad Whitten at 77 and 13th, Willie Glenn in the 12, he's 14th. And then it goes back to Hoot Baker in the number 82 and 15th. If anything's changed up here in the front. Mark Jenkins.
Byron Rodgers put back up to Carl Vincent Gilbert now as well.
Yeah, Gilbert's busy trying to pass bigger, so he's going to have to start defending at the same time.
Yep.
But we got the five of them pretty close to each other.
Yeah. Someone's going to have to lose patience at some point, and either someone's going to get turned or someone's going to get slightly pushed out of the way. And Mark Jenkins is keeping real close to Hollingsworth. He had a bit of pace on the past few laps, but now he's lost it a bit again, so kind of equalized out. Watch these two and see how they go. Quick note as well, looks like Chris Bouchard is about 1/10 faster than Douglas Thompson. He's about the same pace as Rodney, Gilbert, and all the other guys, so Bouchard is moving back up. Got a long way to go, but he's getting there.
Oh, looked like Bigger and the 227 got real close to the wall.
They're pushing as hard as they can for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many laps they can do on their fuel here.
Everyone I asked said it's not going to be a problem, so it wasn't a good answer.
So guys can pretty much run until they feel like coming in, or a lot of guys are going to wait for a caution.
Nose in here. He tried, but it's just not going to work.
And that almost opens the door for Rodney.
Honestly, it feels like it's kind of counterintuitive at the moment. Bigger was actually working on Rob Jenkins really well, but now that Gilbert went up to his inside, he had to try and give a bit of room and lost some pace there. Oh, wait, Bigger into the wall. Oh! Gilbert might try it again, but looks like Bigger's going to go low this time. Yeah, looks like no one lost a position there, but that was definitely...
Yeah.
You definitely see Bigger's pushing as hard as he can for this.
And Byron being the end of that line, I'm sure his eyes opened real wide.
Oh yeah, you just imagine all the ways that this could go really bad for him. And Rob Jenkins has made that car ridiculously wide. Well, I can't remember what we said a while back, was it? He's got the doors open, he's sticking his foot out, like everything.
Yeah, doing his taxes on the dashboard. It's about that time of year right now.
Yeah. But Rob Jenkins taking up the entire road right now. Unfortunately, there's nowhere that David Bigger can go. No, Mark Jenkins is slowly falling back a bit from Hollingsworth.
Yeah, he's lost a little bit. He's back about 5/10 now. Back here to Bob Lacavara, Johnny Annucci. He's kind of staying low. He just let Paskowicz go by.
Yeah, Johnny Annucci just left the pits, so.
Get where we were. We saw somebody come out of the pits right up into the track and took out the leader.
Yeesh.
There's a lot of complaints about that.
Yeah, I'd probably be one of the guys complaining about that for sure.
And look at Byron Rodney, man. He is pushing, trying to get oh, Gilbert, you see him sliding that thing, man.
Yeah. I gotta say, both Gilbert and David Bigger are being really annoyed right now. Bigger's been working on Rob, but whenever he gets up close to Rob Jenkins, Gilbert will start attacking him and he has to back off again. And Gilbert's gonna be annoyed because he wants to get past Bigger, but he can't go from the So it's this like annoying three-way going on with Byron Rodney just watching this going, please don't wreck, please don't wreck, please don't wreck. I will say again, like Rob Jenkins done an amazing job with that car, just making it really, really just a nightmare to pass.
On the front camera of Byron Rodney here real quick. Top Flight Computers. I'm trying to see what it says. It was close enough I could read it.
Use promo code something or other. I don't know what the promo code is.
All right. Man, you got good eyes, man.
I can just go to the chase cam and bring it right up. Got binoculars and everything, man.
Nice. And look at Douglas Thompson. I don't know if
Nope, Bashard just passed him.
I was gonna say I don't know if Bouchard passed him or was Thompson getting ready to pass him. I know Bouchard was back in 8th a while ago.
Back away from David Bigger.
Yeah.
Good gap there.
We saw him just a couple laps ago, almost sideways with that car. And here goes Rodney, gonna take a look to the inside.
He's gonna get it there too. Unless nope, Gilbert gets a really good run and exit there.
Oh,
That wiggle put him into the wall, but it wasn't too bad.
didn't slow him down any.
Yeah, but I was gonna say it's not gonna be comfortable driving out there. Because Rodney's on the inside again.
And Byron's gonna.
Turn 4 is fast saving for the outside line, but turn 2 is so scary for that outside line driver.
Meanwhile, Hollingsworth is setting sail 1.3 seconds ahead of Jenkins.
I think Jenkins tapped a wall. It looks like he's got some fresh front right damage I didn't see before, so.
If we can see it better.
He's lost a lot of pace, and I'm pretty sure Jenkins had a straight car before that, so. No, it's never mind. What the hell? I saw damage and it vanished. Stop making me seem wrong, game.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit. It's weird.
Yeah.
They spread out pretty far.
Look at Thompson has lost control of the car. One hell of a slide.
And he is right in front of Kevin Paskowicz. And Robert Dudley behind Kevin Paskowicz, and then Ron Holyfield.
Holyfield just wants to stay on the lead lap until the final caution, then repair that car. Up to almost up to lap 80 at this point. It's been a nice long run.
Yeah. I'm surprised for Dover because Dover can go either way.
Oh yeah.
You can have a good race here, or you can have a nightmare here. I was just listening to I think what was it, Trade and Paint or something today on Sirius, and they were talking about getting into a wreck like on lap 3 and still having to run the whole race like that.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a long time.
I know, right? It's just like the most frustrating thing ever, watching him just slowly fall behind more and more and more.
But meanwhile, Biggers is on the back of Rob Jenkins, and Byron Rodney is still trying to get to the back of the 227.
Yeah, last few laps, Rob Jenkins lost a lot of pace all of a sudden, and Biggers had like 1 to 2 tenths faster every lap. They said I think he just lost a lot of pace there, having to avoid the wall.
I think right now the one we've got to keep an eye on is Paskowicz, Dudley, and Holyfield.
Yeah, keep an extra eye on Bashard as well. He was moving rather rapidly. He's still a bit faster, so he may move up.
He still has a little bit of a distance to catch, though. But he is getting there. Definitely closed in because he was almost a straightaway back.
He's been slowly moving in constantly, lap after lap. If this keeps up, he will definitely catch up to Gilbert and possibly even to Rodney if he get past Gilbert.
Yeah, he ran a whole second faster than Gilbert last lap.
I get the feeling Gilbert's going to try and make that car real wide when Bashard gets there.
Yeah.
Cough, team orders.
Hey guys, did we get an official word on fuel cycle, or fuel or whatever stent you want to call? Because they're on 42 laps.
I got absolutely nothing. Like I said, when I asked people, the response I got from them was, "It's not going to become an issue." So I think it's going to become an issue, guys. They might have been a bit hopeful about that. Look like it's going to go that way. Bigger is indeed back on the rear of Rob Jenkins, so we have to see if he can do something with that. But
And Byron Rodney is up in 5th now. Kyle Gilbert's back in 6th and slowly moving backwards.
I think Gilbert realized he didn't have the pace, so he backed up and let Rodney go past. I doubt he's going to do that for Bichard. Just a thought.
We got Paskowicz, Holyfield, and Dudley. So Dudley swapped spots with Holyfield. Paskowicz up high, and here comes Holyfield to the inside.
Did a pretty good run there, even with that dented car.
And looks like he might be able to hang on to it. Yeah. Oh, Dudley.
I saw that too. Dudley's still having trouble holding that car. Woof. Making wild moves back there.
See if Douglas Thompson can get by.
And Byron Rodney is actually catching David Bigger rather quickly, so we'll see if he goes for an attack on Bigger. You know, Bichard caught Spencer Gilbert by about 0.3 of a second that lap. Things are slowly close back up again.
Yeah, the 13 of Douglas Thompson just tried going low to see if he can gain anything. He was real close. He lost just a little bit on that, so he's going to have to work a little harder to get back up. And here goes Byron Rodney closing in on Bigger, and they got Bob Lacavara in front of them.
Yeah, Bob was a catalyst for the last incident, so hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a pretty steady hand on it right there.
Yeah, he's got his fast repair in that car. It's looking fresh and clean now.
But Rob Jenkins got to be liking the fact that Byron Rodney's catching Bigger, because that'll keep them off of him for a little bit.
Unless Bigger lets Rodney pass. Rodney's definitely faster than them right now. He might have a chance to get up to Jenkins and give him one hell of a headache.
He can have mine.
Yours is of your own doing.
Yeah, I'd be glad to get rid of it, man.
Yeah. I think it's probably even worse because it's like self-inflicted. You're like, damn it, why did I do that?
I know.
Been there, done that. Why have I done this to myself?
Well, you know, I never lost the contact, and I wasn't sure if it was in or out, so I went poking around in there, man. And let me tell you something. Don't go poking around in your eye. No, it's not a good idea. It's definitely not a good idea.
So quality laps here were 22.6 to 22.7. They're currently doing 24.6, so about 2 seconds a lap slower.
And we're at about... Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know how long a green flag stop's going to be here.
I was going to say, we're at about 51 laps and 50 laps on most of the cars right now from the last pit stop. So even if they stretch it to 70... They said fuel really isn't going to be an issue, but, you know, tires. What about tires? Oh, here goes Rodney.
Oh, Rodney going to the pits, is he?
No, he's going underneath Bigger for a pass.
Never mind. But the thought I was having was it's going to be beneficial to pit early to get fresh tires. And Rodney's passed clean there. Bigger had nothing.
So Byron Rodney now up to 4th, man. He's got that car going in the right direction.
Kept those tires alive, everyone else forward ahead of him.
Look at Bouchard slowly catching the 227 of Kyle.
Yep. The last few laps he was catching him by quite a bit. The last lap he didn't catch him by much, but he's still definitely catching him. Oh,
almost contact between the 49 of Robert Dudley and Kevin Paskowicz. Dudley on the inside. And he slid up and almost caught that left rear quarter panel.
That's what got stuck on the wall a bit there. Lost a lot of pace. Now Dudley's going to be on his inside. Might have a chance to click the pass there. Oh no, he has that wiggle again. Almost loses it.
Yeah, and he's going to give that right back to Kevin.
And Dudley is trying as hard as he can. You can see every corner just pushing.
Oh, I see Sparks up there somewhere. Not sure if it was the 227 or Bouchard, but I saw Sparks up in the front. So Rob Jenkins just gets around Hoot Baker. Now Byron Rodney going to come and try and get around Hoot Baker here going in. Side by side, Baker stays up out of the way, and here comes a 57 of Bigger now. Bigger with a really strong run, closing in on Rodney again.
It's easy when you got the draft ahead of you, you can just get pulled along a bit. But that being said, you're going to lose a lot of pace there. You might actually lose the draft as well.
Go back here to Bouchard and Gilbert. Both of these guys, you got to watch them coming off the turns, man.
Oh yeah, both of them pushing it. I saw before that Bouchard's long run power wasn't all that good. That being said, he hasn't lost it this time, so maybe he made a mistake at the start because 3/10 faster that lap than Gilbert. He's coming.
Yeah, we got 78 on the track.
Then that lap he was slower again. Come on, he gave everyone some while he pulls it. Whoa, Bouchard heavily, not Bouchard, sorry, Gilbert heavily into the wall. And Bouchard's gonna be clean past him there.
Yeah, it was close. It looked like it almost took both of them out.
Yeah, one fair whack for Gilbert there. Just leaving his paint job on the wall there.
Just shedding off a little bit of weight.
Yep. You don't need that quarter panel anyway, man. It's not needed for anything. What's aerodynamics?
So Byron Rodney now going by the 12 of Willie Glenn. Well, trying to.
Just keeping an eye on Bouchard and Gilbert. Looks like Bouchard's going to slowly be able to separate away from him. Unless he makes a mistake as well, which he just did. You can tell they're both just going as hard as they can here. Looks like Gilbert's back in his rear again. I think you just go in the cockpit, just listen to them like dancing on the throttle, trying to get it around the corners.
Yeah, we're inside right now with Gilbert. You can hear him messing with that throttle.
Trying to get it to rotate when it was necessary.
It was at the 15 of Rob Jenkins. He had a little bit of trouble going into the pits. He took some damage.
Oh, man. Let me back up real quick.
Rob Jenkins going in the pits.
Oh, to the inside wall.
Now, the good thing about that is, even though that happened, I don't think he actually was speeding in the pit lane. Both him and Mark Jenkins are in the pits right now. And Hollingsworth. Sorry, I missed that. Hollingsworth went through the pits as well.
So they have about 62, I think 62 laps on that last run.
And we saw, hold on, what was that? David Bigger in the pits.
We got a new leader, Byron Rodney, in that number 75. Gonna grab himself some extra bonus points here. And we got somebody coming in. I think that is Hollyfield. Yep, we're on Hollyfield. Pretty good stop. Oh, 49. Did you see that? He was trying to come into the pits and he bailed it, man.
I think you might get a black flag going that far back. You might be all right.
Let's see. Let's watch that. Let's watch that a little closer. Wow, he was trying to get into the pits. And, man, right into the barrier. Wham! On the driver's side.
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah, that hurts.
And that's going to be a shame for him. That's going to be most of his race. And even with a fast repair, he's going to lose so much time. And Rodney, Bouchard, and Gilbert are still going at the moment. They're still pitted. Or if they're hoping for a caution, perhaps.
So pit stops won't matter, huh?
I think they said fuel, not pit stops, but yeah. Don't worry, I'm surprised too.
Bouchard in second. You got Gilbert in third. Paskowicz up in fourth. Douglas Thompson up in fifth. And you can see the cars with the fresh tires, man, just going by.
Oh you can just see the pace difference.
We'll have to keep an eye on the guys up front, see which of these guys are going to go down pit road first. Byron Rodney now at 68 laps tires.
So obviously these guys who just pit have to pit again. It's almost guaranteed they're going to have to do it again. But the one curious question I'm having, I don't think this is going to happen, but you think maybe someone could pull a one stop? Just make it to like one more, that will be it? I have a hard time seeing it. But,
if he can push it to 120, he might be able to get 80 laps off of it, but I don't know about tires though, man.
Well,
wow, look at this whole clusterfunk going on here from up in second.
Yeah, it's an absolute murder fest going on back there. Fresh tires are all catching up.
Bouchard up in the high line with old tires. All these other guys. Look, that's going to open it up. Did that let Gilbert get by? No. Oh, that was Hollingsworth. Okay. Yeah, I just saw the. Yeah, Bouchard's coming in.
Looks like yeah, interesting entrance, buddy. I think you got it.
Yeah, I think he got it in time.
We'll watch Byron Rodney and Gilbert and see if either one tries like a one-stopper. I don't think it's going to work. I think it's one hell of a stretch. Nope,
here comes. Byron trying to come in.
Yeah, kind of missed it a bit.
But he able to get it saved there too. So that should give it up to Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Yep.
That's what's staying out as well. I mean, they're only like, what, 10 so laps off the stretching him? Bit of fuel saving, you know, clutching over here and there. You could maybe make it.
That's still going to be close. And then if a caution comes out, that throws the whole thing in, you know. That's the wrench.
If a caution comes out, everyone goes in for tires and guess. You stayed out to win for you.
Yeah, but if you're doing strategy, that you're like, And look up in the front. Wow, that was close. It's like Gilbert went to go high to get out of the way, and he went high. Then Gilbert went low. He went low. It looked like that was going to be close between him and Mark Jenkins.
It looks like Gilbert Paswich are still staying out right now. So they might... Oh, Gilbert having a moment there. I think they might just try and stretch it, I think, at this point. They would have pitted by now, do you think, right?
Yeah, because Gilbert's got 74 laps on them tires, and so does Paskowicz.
If he can make 5 more, he can do a one-stopper strategy, I think. If he can do 80, he can do another 80. So that would be right at the right time for it. So watch him wait.
With 13, I believe, coming out, right? Yeah. Back up to Gilbert. He's just crossed the start line. Here comes Paskowicz. Baker's going in.
Interestingly, Hollingsworth is 16 seconds behind Gilbert, so he's going to catch him pretty quick.
Yeah.
He's doing 24 ones, Gilbert's doing 25 ones. No, Gilbert's going in.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he stretches as far as he could.
He's got it pretty good. We'll see what Paskowicz does.
Stays out.
He's going to stay out, try to get that lap led. That should give it up to Kevin Paskowicz. Yep, going to get his lap led. We'll see if he goes in this next time by, now that he's got that bonus point.
I'm hoping he stays out for 4 more laps. Just 4 more, buddy.
Well, you can see the time ticking away at his lead as Jeff Hollingsworth is catching him fast.
Yeah, really fast. 2 seconds.
But I believe Hollingsworth will have to pit again. I'm having a guess that Hollingsworth will have to pit one more time before the end of the race, where if Paskowicz stays out a bit longer, he could just do 1 stop. And maybe get the...
Paskowicz probably hoping right now for a caution.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see for sure. I'll throw a wrench away from it. See Hollingsworth behind him right now. Same corner as Paskowicz.
Whoa! You got the 12 going by. Looks like the 28. And here comes Hollingsworth.
I think Paskowicz is going to go for it. It looks like he is. next lap or two, he should be all right to pit. He's going way wide, so he gets
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah. I just think that car's a total handful right now.
Oh, yeah, the tires are cooked. He's about 3 seconds slower than everybody else right now.
And look, he's staying.
I think he's gonna pit now.
Yeah, sounds like he's slowing up. Yeah.
I was right. Crap, I gotta go get a load and I'll be right back.
Hollingsworth back up front.
Yeah, Hollingsworth back up front. Jenkins in second. Rob Jenkins to be third, because of course Jenkins have to be together. But Paskwich did it there. He's actually, that's enough laps to make it to the end if he can do a one-stop strategy from now on. The question is now going to be, does Hollingsworth, Jenkins, Bigger, do any of those guys need to pit again, or can they run to the end themselves? I don't know if they can.
A lot of these guys pitted more than 20 laps ago, so I don't think they can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask you if you knew that, because you're the smartest one of all three of us, I think, when it comes to that stuff. Like, I'm just some Aussie idiot, Paul's slow.
I'll take that.
Yeah, just me being nice, as nice as I can be.
My eye hurts.
Oh yeah, you have no one to blame but yourself.
I'm scared, bro.
Yeah.
I never lost the contact. I wasn't sure if it was in there or out or what. I didn't realize it can't go back behind your eye, but that's the first thing you think of, you know.
Panic makes people do silly things.
Look at Chad Whitman up here in 5th.
I don't know if he's pitted. He hasn't.
No, 83 laps.
If he keeps going, if see how long he can go, and see how long those tires will last.
And I was going to say, it looked like he was trying to come in now, but nope. Maybe coming in.
Yes.
Trying.
Interesting, 83 laps on one set of fuel.
84.
Yeah. So it definitely means Paskwich is well within the window now to do a run to the end. You need to do some really, really good laps to try and get back some of that time.
And he's shown 2 laps down right now, Paskwich, because of that green flag pit stop. Go up here to Robert Dudley. He's 2 laps down. You see Byron Rodney 1 lap down trying to get by.
Green flag stops, man. It always shakes everything up.
How did try to figure out how these guys are still, some of them are still a lap down. It's kind of weird.
Yes. I think it's because Hollingsworth was already catching him before that pit stop anyway. He was already halfway through the field pretty much. So with the fresh tires early on, he was able to get past a lot of people.
True, yeah. We'll have to see how this plays out then. Definitely going to be interesting. And here goes Mark Jenkins all the way on the back of Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Jenkins in second. Oh, was it? All right.
Yep. I just saw him go past him.
All I saw was the 33 all over the back bumper.
Now, interesting to watch it, but watching everyone's time, see who's doing what. David Bigger is actually slower than Chris Bichard right now. Bichard's gaining by about 3/10 or more per lap. We'll see Bichard catching up to David Bigger for 4th. I don't know if he can catch 3rd. 3rd's going to be one hell of a run for him, but he can probably do it.
Yeah, 61 of Charlie Woods in 10th. He's shown 1 lap. Thompson in 9th being shown 1 lap. Kyle Vincent Gilbert in 8th being shown a lap. Byron Rodney just gets by Ron Hollyfield. That'll put Byron back to 6th. Hollyfield to 7th. Here comes Paskwich with those fresher tires, not for position, but definitely moving forward.
You just need to run off some amazing laps here and wait for that next next pit stop. If those guys are going to pit stop again, I think they're going to. They can get some really good lap times and just get past these guys. You may be able to get the win here.
Well, I think Rodney just scraped a little bit on the wall.
Yeah. Wasn't immediate. Like, as he put his foot down on the power, he just slid to the outside, touched the wall there. Rodney's going to try and go past Jeff Hollingsworth to get his lap back, and PASKY will follow him around. I think PASKY will probably go for Rodney next lap too.
See if Holyfield can get by now. Back on the lead lap.
So if my napkin maths are right, PASKY is about 40 seconds behind Jeff Hollingsworth.
Let's see, your napkin's probably pretty close.
Yeah. I don't know how long a pit stop lap is. Let me see, I'm going to have a look-see here. It could work. I think from what I'm seeing here, it's like 20 seconds plus an extra 20-30 seconds. Yeah, if he doesn't stop again, he may be able to get ahead of Hollingsworth if Hollingsworth has to pit. Ah, God. Words. He's going to go past Rodney here, I think, if he can get around him. Nope, Rodney's not letting him. I think deep down Rodney knows. No, there you go. Rodney's letting him pass now. Team orders, cough cough.
He's like, you're going to work for it, man. So PASKY now 1 lap down. Byron Rodney back on the lead lap. Chris Bouchard, Ron Holyfield. Where's Ron Holyfield? Oh, he still didn't get by Hollingsworth.
So PASKY tapped the wall twice there. That's not going to help. Yeah, Holyfield's getting right behind Hollingsworth now. Of course, Holyfield and Hollingsworth. I'm going to get that make a mistake there somewhere.
Yeah. Chad Witt. Oh, all right, he's never mind. 3 laps down. I saw him going by Robert Dudley, and they are 12th and 13th, but it's not going to count. Yeah, Holyfield chasing Hollingsworth.
Mm-hmm.
And still not seeing Holyfield in that number 7 really throws me off.
Jenkins admits.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Taking tires too.
He might be doing his final pit stop early.
Yeah, maybe going for an undercut here on Hollingsworth if he can. Get the best out of his tires and go.
So Bouchard.
When do you think Hollingsworth's going to pit if he has to, Stephen?
I mean, ideally, probably you want to give yourself 40 laps. So maybe 160. But I don't know. That he pitted before 100, so he may even go earlier, maybe 150.
And meanwhile, Bouchard just goes by Bigger for 3rd.
Bouchard's getting his pace back again. He did really well with the fresher tires, but when he got older, they started to lose pace. But here he is, back in 3rd place, and Bigger hit the wall there.
Yeah, up into the wall.
Bouchard is about 2/10 or more faster than Rob Jenkins right now, so he may even be able to get up to him as well, get it back up to 2nd place. Never mind, Bouchard went to the wall himself. Commentator's curse. The moment we say it, he hits something.
Yeah, he's like, Wingy, look, watch how close I can get.
Look, Ma, no hands! Bang, damn it!
Let's see. Kyle Gilbert, I think, is closing in on Rod Holyfield, and that is for position. Ooh, Chad Witt is leaking down low. But here goes a 227, going to go by Ron Holyfield, so he's going to put him in 6th. Holyfield back to 7th. We'll see if 227 can get past this bunch in front of him.
Right, there's a Charlie Foxtrot ahead of him right now.
Charlie Woods stays up high.
I didn't even realize his name was Charlie Woods. I was saying something entirely different. Charlie Foxtrot and Charlie Woods. Rightio. That's no intentional joke right there. Gilbert trying to get his lap back on the leader, but it looks like Mark Jenkins wants the same thing. He's got brand new fresh tires. He's got better tires than everyone. Whoa.
Wow! Look how fast he is there to the leader.
The magic of fresh tires. I think Holmes was going to see this. Mark Jenkins was fighting for second there, so Holmes was going to see that and be like, do I need to pit early?
Yeah, I might have to go in and do something.
Yeah. I'm keeping an eye back on Paskowitz a little bit here and there. He's still about a tenth faster than Hollingsworth. He's still, more than that now because Hollingsworth's last lap, but he's still gaining time here, so he may be able to go for the lead with this. Except Mark Jenkins is behind him and on the same lap, so this might not quite work.
All right, watching Paskowitz here, see what he can do. Kind of interesting, huh?
Yeah, it is. Nothing's changed in the race though, so might have been a misclick.
That's true. Here goes Paskowitz. And Bouchard is in third.
Let's see. Paskowitz is that turn 1? That's turn 1 Paskowitz is in. Mark Jenkins is right behind him actually, so Paskowicz's ploy I don't think it's going to work. Jenkins does the same lap as him with fresh tyres. He's already done his second pit stop. He's the second one compared to Paskowicz's one, so...
Yeah.
Don't quite know if it's going to work for him there. We've got 53 laps to go.
If you look at the times, I mean, it's not... Paskowicz isn't running a whole lot. Actually, he was a little bit slower that time. No, a little bit faster, but not by a whole lot.
No, he was... the last lap, he was a mile slower there. And there goes... Oh, that's someone else. Who was that? It's Chris Bouchard that Jenkins got past. I was really confused from that.
Well, we're at that 150 mark. And Hollingsworth has got to pit again. He's... I don't know. I would come in sooner than later.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be able to do it, but maybe he's stretching to the end? I haven't heard a clutching yet, so...
He'd have to start clutching as soon as he came out of the pits.
Yeah. Maybe clutching every single lap for the rest of the race. I don't know, man. We haven't been able to see how much fuel these cars have, so... For all we know, they could maybe do 110 laps, it's just tyres.
Meanwhile, Hollingsworth... Who is that? Gilbert got by, so Gilbert back on the lead lap. Ooh, is that bigger? Yeah. Let's see, that was close.
Yep. Hollingsworth was bigger, a lap down again.
Where is, let's see, Byron Rodney. He isn't much, a whole lot further in front of Hollingsworth. I don't know, I think those guys staying out as long as they did, the way it looks right now, it's not really helping all that much unless a caution comes out. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I know Hollingsworth's going to have to come back in soon, but I don't know, man.
He's not showing any interest in doing it yet, though, so I'm curious what's going on here.
I think he knows Rob Jenkins is 14 seconds back, so he doesn't really have any pressure just yet, but still got quite a ways to go. Oh, Bouchard again.
Pushing that car around as much as he can.
see Rob Jenkins and then the 33 of Mark Jenkins. Mark definitely on those fresher tires is trying to get by now.
If Hollingsworth passes, Mark Jenkins will get past him for sure. But the question is if Hollingsworth can fight back, because obviously Jenkins will be on old tyres by that point. Fortunately, he's gone well past Kevin Pasquich now, so Pasquich's ploy, if it was what he was trying to do, didn't quite seem to work. I could be just making smoke out of nothing though.
Ooh, I heard something. Somebody's wrecking.
Gilbert.
I was gonna say somebody's wrecking, yeah.
Ooh, no, it was David Bigger, looks like. Yeah, David Bigger.
Alright, let me back up and see. I heard it and I saw some smoke, so let's back up and find out what happened.
Oh, that's gonna change everything. And Robert Dudley put in one hell of a slide to save it.
Watching David Bigger right now. Oh, a little bit of contact with the outside wall. Oh, and makes contact with the one of Ron Holyfield. He hit the wall and looks like he might have slowed up. Ooh, 49, good job sliding that thing sideways to miss him. But I saw something happen with Byron Rodney. Let me just back up and see what happened with him, because I saw him in the inside wall too. Yeah, oh, he hits the outside wall hard and locks it down into the inside wall. That's the first noise I heard.
Ooh, I think Rob Jenkins might get caught for speeding in pits there. He was like 20 miles an hour faster when he hit those cones.
Be interesting to see. Hollingsworth. Here comes Bouchard. Oh,
Still again by a little bit.
Yep, by a little bit.
Hollingsworth's gone. Rob Jenkins gone. And it looks like, yep, Carl Vincent Gilbert's 8 is fast repair, and I think so did Chris Bouchard. I think everyone's probably going to do it now.
Yeah.
This is the final stretch.
This could be a final green all the way to the end. Did Byron Rodney come in? I don't know. He didn't come in yet.
He was a lap down. I think he might have just got the wave around.
And he has got some serious damage on that thing.
I'm pretty sure he saved his fast repair though, so I hope he's going to be all good. But Mark Jenkins is not going to like this. He was going to be fighting for first place there with Hollingsworth, but now he's a lap down. That's the worst when that happens.
Pit road's getting a little bit busy now.
Yeah, a bunch of lap cars all having to take their pit stop now.
Oh, Byron Rodney took his.
Mm-hmm. So did David Bigger.
But meanwhile, Hollingsworth's still out front. He's got 118 laps led here so far tonight, man. That's pretty good. He started third. And then looks like Kyle Vincent Gilbert's going to be second with the damages repaired. He should be pretty hot on the 42's bumper.
The interesting part was Vincent Gilbert was second at the start of this race, and on lap 1, he's got slammed into the outside wall.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to start on the outside again at the end. I'm hoping history doesn't repeat itself for him, because that's going to be absolutely aggravating. But he's back at the end of the race. Here he is, back at the front where he needs to be. He saved his fast repair till the end. Now that car's fresh and clean. Same with Bouchard too. He's back here as well in third, right behind us. So Green rises to the top. These guys are back up here again.
He's waiting for the score to correct itself here. It's showing Byron Rodney in fourth. Is that right? Yeah, Byron Rodney's moving up. I guess he is in fourth.
Rob Jenkins at the fullback because he definitely got a speeding pits penalty there.
All right, we're lining them up.
Yep. 6 cars in the lead lap, not 5 actually. Mark Jenkins is somehow a full second and a half ahead. I don't think it's going to work that way. Hollingsworth can break away. I'm pretty sure he's going to have to run away with this race again.
Steve, you say what time of day we're at right now?
9:46 a.m.
Wow. These cars in, we're waiting. Hollingsworth on the inside, you got the 28 right there to go.
A really good run for Hollingsworth there. Gets well clear. I was like, Bouchard's going to get well inside of Gilbert as well. He might get, what, the 2nd place?
Yeah, and he does take it.
Real clean. Gilbert will start fighting back, but that's going to be Bouchard 2nd place.
Oh!
And then the outside wall hard.
Wow.
I think Gilbert saw that one coming. Both of them just, like, I think Hollingsworth and Bouchard, they just slammed in the outside wall. Bouchard harder than Hollingsworth, though. Bouchard's already under attack by Gilbert. I think that car's already done.
Opening the door for these guys.
Yep, Bouchard's going to drop back into 3rd and already attacked by Rodney on the inside, going back into 4th.
Byron Rodney. Oh, look at Bouchard's. Wow. We've seen him do that. We've seen him do that on the Roval, man, almost every time.
Yeah, well, at least that was on purpose. I don't think this one was.
Wow.
Oh, you see that snap there at the end? It saved him from the wall. Wow. That's insane. And Hollingsworth is just gone. 2/10 faster than Gilbert and Rodney. He's out of it.
And here comes Holly Field trying to get to the back of Bigger.
Oh, and Bouchard tapping the wall again. You can tell he's pushing it.
Look at Byron Rodney. He was all over the back of that 227.
Yeah, he's currently in 3rd, but it looks he's got the pace for 2nd place.
I just don't know if anybody's got anything for Hollingsworth if he doesn't make a mistake.
I think Hollingsworth is another world right now. He done.
Yeah, he's been pretty fast all night. Coming to 125 laps led out of 200.
Oh yeah, we got about 34 laps to go. Looks like Gilbert managed to break away a bit from Rodney there.
Yeah.
Rodney was about 10 slower. Gilbert was a 10th slower still than Hollingsworth, so Hollingsworth is just gone.
Let's watch here. Paskowicz and the... Who's that, the 15?
The one ahead of him and 15 behind him.
Yeah.
I like how even now the Jenkinses are still together. Well, he's on my scoreboard. Trolling me. Yes, Rob Jenkins, please get past Kevin Paskowicz. Wait, you're different laps. Damn it.
Yeah, they're on different laps.
Not making it easy on me, are they?
Nope. They don't want you snoozing, bro.
Yeah. That lap, Gilbert was actually faster than Hollingsworth, so he may start making a move towards the front.
Oh, Byron Rodney with a little love tap on the wall.
And Gilbert had a bit of a wiggle towards the wall there too, so they're all, you can see them all pushing as hard as they can.
You see Rob Jenkins there in that 15. He is 5th, and then Kevin Paskowicz is in 9th. And where is Ron Holyfield? He's in 8th. And right now it looks like Bigger, if a caution comes out, Bigger is the first car lap down. Ron Holyfield's trying to catch him to be that lucky dog.
Hollingsworth took that fast repair, got that car repaired, and then I think at the start of this one he got more damage again.
Yep.
He did take his fast repair, sorry, my bad. No, he didn't. Whoopsies.
If he didn't take it and the caution don't come out, he's going to be kicking himself.
Yep. Rodney was actually faster than Gilbert that last lap. They were both faster than Hollingsworth. Might see a little three-way fight at the end.
There's some in-car here.
It's like they just heard me, because that last lap then, Hollingsworth was faster than Gilbert, who was faster than Rodney, so... so they're all going to close up and they all separate again. Bloody trolling buggers. You have a caution?
Looks like Robert Dudley was involved.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, self-spin for Robert Dudley.
Yep. That's... yeah. Just tapped the, went down to the apron just a little too late there and lost it. Oh, now that's going to be a shake-up. Have about 20 laps around. That was rather late touching apron there. That was really weird. Ooh, are we going to see a right side only from someone? Yeah, 14, 15 laps on the tyres. Have to keep an eye out.
Is Robert Dudley in the lead? No, he's not in the lead lap. Looked like he was getting ready to come down pit road, and at the last second, I thought maybe he was going to lose it, but I think that was just him realizing he couldn't come in and turn off. Let's see, does Bouchard stop? Yeah. He got that one.
He ain't doing it again.
Oh, Byron Rodney.
Yeah, the madman.
Byron Rodney.
Right, it's only for Byron Rodney and no one else, I think. The madman did it. Did Rob Jenkins do it as well? Hold on. No, Rob Jenkins took 4. He had a really good piss up, it seems.
Yeah, the only one I see that possibly is Rodney, because he only had an 8.7.
A good move from Rodney here at the end of the race. It's the right time to do it.
Right now we got 25 to go.
I think the tyres should last till the end. What do you think, Steven?
Yeah, they should have no problem lasting these to the end.
Rodney's going to be having one hell of a dance near the end, though, that's for sure.
He's going to have Hollingsworth starting next to him. Hollingsworth, we know, is fast. Byron's on 2 tires, so you never know, though. Them 2 tires may be what he, what he needs to get that extra couple tenths.
I will say, Rodney is on the same team as Gilbert, and Gilbert's going to be right behind him at the start. There may be a little teamery there to try and get Gilbert to attack Hollingsworth to give Rodney his chance. Don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't know what these guys are like with their teams, but there's a chance.
Somebody just said, "Go Byron, run for your life." drive it like you stole it, brother.
He's going to have to go real hard with this. That being said, it's going to be loose. That might help with the outside wall. Then again, it may put him into it even faster. You never know.
Yeah. It may, it may be that little extra edge that he needs too, give you a couple more tenths.
He's going to need every tenth he can get.
See a bunch of guys getting ready to take a wave around. That'll put a few more guys back on the lead lap.
And I will say, I'm currently glad that Chris Bouchard is between Rob Jenkins and Mark Jenkins. It definitely saves me a headache.
Yeah, at that point, I just look at the numbers.
Yeah, what if I start doing numbers, I'd never stop.
Let's see. Bouchard, Jenkins, Rob Jenkins, David Bigger around Hollyfield. Paskowicz.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
We're going to have a 21 lap sprint now for these guys.
All right, so Byron's going to take the inside.
Yeah, good call there for sure. I'm wondering if there's going to be any teaming work between him and Gilbert to try and get them ahead of Hollingsworth, but we're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to watch.
I have one betting question for you guys, though. How many guys are going to hit that outside wall on turn 2 on the first lap?
At least 3.
Ooh. What about you, Steven?
I mean, it really depends on what goes on with Byron Rodney.
Now, what kind of start he
At
gets.
least one guy's going to do it. He's going to go so hot, going like, I'm going to get first place, and just smack into the wall at full speed. Rodney's holding at the moment. There he goes. It's a pretty good run. Gilbert gets a pretty good run as well onto Hollingsworth, actually. Gets a bit of overlap, but I think Hollingsworth is going to clear him. And Hollingsworth's going to go.
Yeah.
One on Byron. Not even going to let him go for it. And Rodney's real wide there.
And look at that. Nobody into the wall.
We were all wrong.
Yep.
Let's see.
That's good, though. Means we might keep it green. Look at Bouchard right now with Mark Jenkins side by side.
Bouchard's trying to hold his 4th place at the moment, but Jenkins is not making it easy on him. Oh man, that turn 2 exit really is just scary. They're still side by side, Bouchard and Mark Jenkins there. Looks like Bouchard's finally going to clear him.
Yeah, Bouchard got a little bit better run on that outside line. I was looking back behind them with Bigger. He is racing the 15 of Rob Jenkins. Jenkins keeps looking down low to try to make a pass on him, but I don't know, man. We'll see if he can do it. No one's been able to do it because they get such a good run. He does. He slides it up. And then look at Mark Jenkins now again with Bouchard side by side. And Byron Rodney slowly falling into their grip. And then go up front here. Kyle Vincent Gilbert is trying really hard to get to the back of Hollingsworth.
Yeah, lap before that last lap, he was a full 10th faster than Hollingsworth, and this lap he was a couple of hundredths faster. So he's got the pace. That last lap he's equalized, so we'll have to see what he's got.
17 to go when they cross the line.
Rodney's just going to try and hold 3rd place. With that being said, Mark Jenkins and Bouchard are coming up quick.
Yeah, I thought those 2 tires might give him a little bit more of what he needed, but obviously you see him sliding up a little bit. Can't really keep that car down to the bottom, and here comes the 33 of Mark Jenkins now.
Bouchard's going to go for it as well, I think. I said Byron Rodney's fighting back as hard as he can on the outside, but I don't think it's going to work. Jenkins is going to get the pass, I think, in the next corner.
Wow, that's close. Look at that. Byron Rodney to the inside.
And Gilbert's right at the rear end of Hollingsworth.
And Rodney gets back by Jenkins because Jenkins goes up into the wall, but that opens the door for Bouchard on the inside, and they are close. Byron into the wall.
Oh, and door bang between Jenkins and Bouchard. I think that's actually a bit of net code more than anything else. Didn't really see an impact, but that's going to be Jenkins losing a lot of positions and Bouchard back.
Back up front here. Back again to 3rd place. Bouchard with a good run right to the back of the 75.
He wants to get back on that podium.
Oh.
Rodney's the one thing someone's forgetting. Rodney wants to get tapped on that wall. He's going as hard as he can. No, I still see Gilbert just hanging on to the back of Hollingsworth right now. And Rodney's just trying to hold on against Bouchard.
12 to go this time. Wow, look at Bouchard. What a run. See if he can do anything, or is the outside line going to get that run again?
It's the scary turn for the outside line, though. This is turn 2. You don't want to be on the
Oh!
outside. Yeah,
Oh, no.
I kind of called it there. Turn 2 is not where you want to try to go for the pass. That's going to be Byron Rodney and Bouchard out of it.
Oh,
No.
Rodney's smoking too. Let's go back and take a look. Oh, man, that's heartbreaking right there. See,
And that dip next to turn 2 just turned Rodney into Bouchard.
yeah, you see him on the outside, Bouchard on the inside. Wow, right down, both hard into the wall.
Bouchard gave him the room, but just Rodney lost it.
Oh.
That's going to be Mark Jenkins back in the top 3, though. It's been a long, hard fight for him, but he's back up it. Oh, and Hollingsworth does not pit. He's staying out. But Gilbert, Jenkins, of course they're together again. David Bigger, they all pit.
Everybody.
Hollingsworth just couldn't pit there. If he did, then no one else would.
That's going to put Hollingsworth in a tough spot for this last shootout.
No, he's going to be fighting against guys with fresh tires. He's going to have to get a really, really, really good run on the restart there, or he's going to be toast.
Yeah, he's got to catch them really off guard now. I think as soon as the pace car starts to turn, I'd be on it and gone. Yep, the old monster strikes again. Oh, it's going to be close between the 15 and the 33. I think the 33 is going to get it. And now you got Chad Witt out here in second. See if he's going to stay out.
I mean, I'm assuming he's going to go in. That car's pretty bent, but you never know.
Unless he doesn't have anything, you know, any repairs left. You know, try for a top 10. No, he's going in. There he goes.
I think he's trying to get a lap led there. Didn't realize that Hollingsworth stayed out. There was quite a few cars separating him from the leader.
And where is, did Byron Rodney get back out? No, he's still in the pits. Yeah, he's done.
Rob Jenkins got ahead of Mark Jenkins. It's going to be interesting.
And who is that? That's the 49. Is he dropped? Yeah, he's got to go to the back. Yep. All right, let's see. This is going to be one of them sit tight.
Everyone hold on to whatever you've got, because it's going to be one hell of a brawl for 8 laps. Hollingsworth's going to have an uphill battle now. Fresh tyre, Carl Gilbert right next door to him.
And he was pretty fast. Even Rob Jenkins and Mark Jenkins are pretty quick. They're going to have fresher tires. David Bigger been pretty quick and up there all night. Don't count out Paskowicz or Ron Hollyfield.
Paskowicz is back with a fresh car. He got to use his fast repair as well, so I think it's a moment to try and go for it.
And then we have 13 Douglas Thompson. And 61 of Charlie Woods. And the 7 and 7 of Chad Witt, rounding out your top 10.
What do you think, guys? Green flag to the end? Do you think we're going to see another caution?
I don't know, man. It's going to be close.
I think Hollingsworth stayed out hoping that caution's going to end this thing.
Yeah. So, okay then, while we're going around, who do you think's going to win it, guys? What's your bet? I want to hear it.
I'm thinking 33, Mark Jenkins.
I think Hollingsworth will hold on.
I'm gonna go Carl. I think Carl's gonna have the pace on this first lap. If he can keep on the first lap, turns 3 and 4, he's gonna attack him.
Yeah, I'm thinking first and second place going to get into each other and going to let third and fourth by.
Remember, Hollingsworth has the call on when they go, so.
Mm-hmm. To be a question of how bad are those tires compared to Freshies. And if he gets a good run on Kyle at the start, he's got a chance to hold it. But if Kyle can anticipate it, he's going to be in deep trouble.
All right, everybody, hang on. The pace car is in. Just up to Hollingsworth when he decides to go. And there he goes.
There he goes. He gets a really good run. Kyle's just left napping there.
It almost looked like Kyle had a little bit of wheel spin.
Yeah, but that being said, it looks like the Jenkins could not get past Kyle there, so Kyle was not really under attack, so he's already going to be charging back towards Hollingsworth. Going to be a three-way battle behind him, though. Big Air, Jenkins, and Jenkins. Already, Gilbert's gone right back up to Hollingsworth. It's going right to his rear quarter and touches him.
Yeah, Hollingsworth has got to keep that low side. He's got to defend the line from Gilbert right now.
I think Gilbert's throwing really strong on the outside.
Look
there.
at Rob Jenkins.
Yeah, Rob Jenkins is moving.
He's going to try and get past Hollingsworth as well. Hollingsworth just keeps blocking him off of it. He gets nowhere to go. And Kyle has gone completely clear.
Look at that mess behind them.
Might see another caution. Paskwich and Bigger are still side by side going into two.
Oh, wow. Pasquez was just far enough in front of him to not get a piece of that.
And look at this three-car fight for second. Got everyone all close together with two Jenkinses and Hollingsworth just trying to hold on for that second place position.
Meanwhile, Kyle Vincent Gilbert is taking off here, man.
Yep, he gone. See if Rob Jenkins does anything for Jeff Hollingsworth now, just trying to get to that second place position. Meanwhile, Mark Jenkins wants to get on that podium. He had a pretty good run there, but looks like Rob Jenkins just managed to get a little bit more off of him. Oh, Rob Jenkins is sticking his wheels way down with the one line. Just trying to get every bit of road they can get. You're seeing Mark trying to stick his nose on the inside.
Oh, that is so close. Both Jenkins.
And Ron Holyfield just gives Kevin Pasquis a shunt up the rear as well.
Yep. Wow.
He's got nowhere to go with it.
Every last position you can get.
Oh, this is a brawl now. Coming up to the white flag now. Last chance to dance, guys. It's everything you got, use it.
And the white flag is out. We're watching this battle back here from second place on.
Oh, and he goes into the wall. That's going to be it for him. I think Rob's going to try and go for a run on Hollingsfield, but he's got a long Hollingsworth. Sorry, he's got a long way to go. And nope, he's not going to get it.
Nope, and Kyle Vincent Gilbert's going to take the win. So he got 11 laps led, and he started second. So he was able to get by Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth got to be a little bit upset for not going into pits that last stop.
He was going to lose either way. If he went to the pits, no one else would have pitted. It was a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So 227, Kyle Vincent Gilbert going to finish. 11 laps led. Not too bad. We'll hang on to him right there, and let's see. Go to Rob Jenkins, Mr. Third place here. Where did he start today? He started fifth, so not too bad. He's gained some spots. Let's see, is he here? Are you seeing him there, Wingy?
Sorry, what?
Oh, there he is. I was looking for Mark, Rob Jenkins. I see Mark. I don't see.
Second.
Hold on. Oh, never mind. He went in there. I'd imagine Paskies is who we're looking for.
Yeah, I'm looking with one contact, so that ain't saying a whole lot.
Pasky is Rob Jenkins. Let me drag him. There you go.
All right, Rob Jenkins, that's our booth to get a copy.
I do.
Hey, man, good run here, brother. You started fifth. You take home third. Tell us about your night, man.
It was a pretty good night. I was running second there one time and blew it coming to pit road under caution. Bonehead thing to do. Had to go to the tail end of the longest line and come back up through there.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, not too bad. 200 laps. We only saw 4 cautions here. Looked like it was pretty good, pretty tight. How was that run there at the end, man? We saw, I think it was Hollingsworth stayed out. Everybody else came in. A lot of battling going on at that last restart.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. So good racing. I was surprised that we weren't able to just go by those guys, but they were able to hold it off. Good run.
Yeah, definitely a good run, man. Not bad though. Like I said, man, you started fifth. You got a third place finish, so congratulations on that, man. Surviving the monster. We've seen the monster bite a bunch of people here tonight, so at least you got through it. Next week we hit Kentucky. You feeling any better about going to something a little bit bigger?
Well, we'll see. I do like Dover. It's definitely one of my favorite tracks. So we'll see. We'll see.
All right, man. All right, man, before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just my brother Mark for inviting me to this league, and all you drivers on here. I appreciate the invitation. It's been a lot of fun.
All right, awesome, man. Yeah, and that answers our question because we were wondering if you guys were related or just coincidence with the same name. So, all right, dude, congratulations, man. 5th place start, 3rd place finish. We'll look for you next week.
Thanks, guys.
All right, have a good night, bud. All right, you want to take 2nd place, Wing?
Yeah, he's mine, brother.
All righty.
Dipped under Byron and right in front of Kyle and
Oops,
just
sorry,
dove
buddy.
it in there.
Sorry, mate. These guys stole you in the middle of that. Is this our booth? You got a copy, brother?
Hey, I'm here, man.
sorry about dragging you the wrong time there, but it's good to see you up here. Dude, that was a really good run for you.
Oh, yeah, it was a great run. I could have done without that last caution.
Let's say you had this place locked down, like pace out of every orifice. What was you see? What was you see? What was going on? You gotta tell me, man. I need to know.
I was in the zone, man. I don't know. I really like Dover, and I have a rhythm here, and I knew that if I could get to the front, I could just do the rhythm, and it's just the way I run the track. I don't I don't go like super fast balls out at the beginning. I just keep the same pace and run that low line, and it usually works out. But congrats to Kyle. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, you know. And when I was at Pocono and I was leading, I pit, everybody else stayed out, and I got screwed. So I stayed out here, and everybody else pit.
Yeah.
So,
I actually thought in my head as well. Like you said, damn if you do, damn if you don't in that caution. As you
they
said,
always do the opposite, and they're smart.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the way to do it.
Exactly. You had nothing you could do there. But hey, you had a mountain of pace. So I'm guessing the strategy was just kind of to keep it alive and get to the end, or was it going to be like waiting a certain amount of time and then pushing it?
No, I was at the end there when we had those last restarts. I was pushing it pretty good, but once I got the rhythm down and just started, you know, making my way around cars, everybody was cool when we had those long green runs. It was a lot of fun. I mean, you can't do that in a lot of leagues. We really did good on all those long green. I'm just hoping it didn't well, it did end under green, but you know what I mean, without that last little sprint at the end. But still, it was great. Kyle did what he was supposed to do. Everybody raced clean and everybody raced hard, and it was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, man, you made it a good show. Well, look, next week's Kentucky. Only thing I know about that place is it's Kentucky chicken.
Right.
Well, how you over there? Get a good chance?
I like Kentucky. I'm not great there, but I'm try for another, you know, top 5 or so. Just try to keep the points up.
Fair enough, mate. Well, hey, you got any shouts for us before we head out?
Yes, sir. Thanks to PASKY's for putting on this. It's a lot of work to do a league, and of course, you guys, and it's fun to watch replays of the race. I'll be doing that tomorrow while I'm watching the 24 hours. And to my teammates, Robert and Charlie, they were having a tough go of it. It was chewing up right front tires if you didn't do it right, and you know, just the league in general. I just had a good time.
Fair enough, mate. Well, hey, whether you're celebrating or commiserating, it's a good race for you tonight, man. You made a really good show.
I feel good about second. I can't believe I held the rest of them off after that last restart, so I feel pretty good about that. I'm pretty sure I wasn't even going to be in the top 5 after that, so it was good. Everybody raced me clean. Nobody punted me, and that was cool.
Yeah, and 150 laps led, man, out of 200. So you definitely had a good car here tonight.
I did. It was fun. Like I said, Dover's one of my good tracks. I like it.
Well, brother, go celebrate, man. It was a good race for you.
Thanks, Wingnut. Thanks, Paul. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll catch you next time.
All right, we'll see you at Kentucky, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me get set up here with the winner. Get a word in with him. Let's see, where is he at? Here he is. All right, Kyle, this is the SR booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Hey, man, that was a good move at the end coming in. Hollingsworth stayed out. Definitely, we had a feeling fresher tires was going to be a key here. 11 laps led to the checkers, bro. Talk us through that last restart.
Yeah, I knew when that last caution came out, or before I'll start there, me and Jeff were racing hard. He took me down into, I think it was turn 3. I was trying to get underneath him, and I backed off because I didn't want to wreck both of us. And then the caution came out. I don't know how it would have worked out if the caution hadn't come out, because I was definitely right on his bumper. But this track, when 2 cars have close to the same speed, it's the toughest to get a pass on unless you pinch him down or force him up or move him out of the way, which I wasn't going to do that. It wasn't worth it. Jeff's always been a clean racer. And that caution came out, and I saw he was staying out on the concrete, and I didn't know if he was trying to fake that he wasn't going to pit and try to get me to stay out, or if he was just staying out. So I just stayed behind him until the very last second and dove it underneath, and just prayed that everybody behind me was going to go in with me, so I wouldn't have to go through a bunch of people. And thankfully, he stayed out, and I had the fresh tires. I had a good pit stop, didn't slide through or stop short, and then took the green. He got a pretty good jump. He held me off for longer than I thought he was going to be able to. I thought I was going to be able to get around him first turn or first lap at least. And it took me till the second lap to get around him on the outside in 1-2, I believe it was.
Yeah, we thought the same thing, because with the fresh tires, we figured you guys would just blow past him, but he did a really good job hanging on.
Yeah, it was a blast. I see that my new paint scheme that I just finalized tonight loaded. It didn't load inside this session, so I'm kind of happy it loaded on your guys' side. But yeah, that was a fun race. I thought I had it if that caution to end that long fuel run hadn't happened. I think I had the strategy to win the race there. I was convinced I had it won there if the caution hadn't come out. And I didn't know how I was going to work out with that caution coming out, because Jeff was definitely same pace as me, and Bouchard, he was really fast also.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, 200 laps here, 4 cautions. There was a lot of racing going on, so definitely a good job by everybody, man. A lot of clean racing, a lot of hard racing. We seen you, I think Bouchard and a few other drivers are constantly trying to make the track a little bit wider, rubbing that right side into the wall. It looked like in the beginning of the race, after you hit the wall a few times, you really started having the car kind of give you a handful. At least that's the way it looked for us up here. Was that the same down in the car?
Yeah, the very first lap, I thought I had my nose outside of Jeff there. I went back and looked, and I didn't have my nose there, and I put myself in the wall very first lap. And the handling is just completely different than what it was during practice. And I was just holding on for dear life there. It started getting loose coming out of the turns, and I had to throttle it. I was constantly scraping the wall. It was definitely a handful.
Bro, to come back here and take the win, bro, that's definitely a good run for you tonight. 11 laps led, and you take the checkers, man, and you started second, so you had a good car to begin with. Next week we're going to hit Kentucky. How you feel about going to something a little bit bigger?
State-wise, that's my home track. I'm closer to Indianapolis than I am to Kentucky, but I can consider that as my home track. I'll take it. Yeah, I like that track. It's very technical. Got some of the most bumpy turns on the server, on the service. But yeah, it's a fun track. You gotta get each turn right. Kind of like Iowa. I kind of compare it to that one, but it's a bigger Iowa.
Yeah, we should see some really good racing there too, man. Like I said, man, not bad. 200 laps here, 4 cautions. You guys did a great job. Congratulations on the win. And like I said, you got 11 laps led, and the checker flag is one of them, man. So that's what counts. Before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank the whole Paskys team, KP and Byron, and all the other guys. Nate, he's been busy here lately, so he hasn't been able to show up. I'd like to thank my sponsor. It's on my car, Top Flight Computers. You can go topflightpc.com and get 5% off your next computer build. He's based in North Carolina, so if you need a PC anywhere in the country, you can go to topflightpc.com and get your build there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm just happy to get it took me probably like 6-7 months to get my first Paskys win. I've been close so many times, and it's such a relief to get it out of the way.
Yeah, we were looking at the back of the car earlier in the race. We saw Top Flight Computers, and it said something about use promo code, but we couldn't make it out.
Yeah, promo code TFRacer1, and you get 5% off your next computer build.
Awesome, bro. Yeah, we were trying to make it out on there. I couldn't really see it. And then the car we were in that was behind you, you kind of took off a little bit, so we kind of lost it. But that's good, man.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, get it out there for them, man. And once again, dude, congratulations on the win here tonight. Great run by all. 11 laps led, taking home the checkers, and we'll look for you in Kentucky, dude.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for broadcasting.
All right, go celebrate, man.
Thank you.
All right, that was your winner. Kyle Vincent Gilbert, 11 laps led. Top Flight Computers in the checkers here tonight, man. So pretty good. New paint scheme, new sponsor out there, and bringing it home in the checkers. So good run tonight, guys, man. I was surprised. I didn't know how Dover was going to go, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bunch of incidents there, but everyone was able to save the car and keep going. But we saw a bunch of people just slam into that outside wall.
Yeah, 4 cautions, man, for 200 laps. Definitely not what I expected after Wednesday being at Dover. But these guys did a real good job. We'll be back here live again with them in the Low Budget TV Grand National Series at Kentucky next week around 9:15. So tune in for that race. These guys will be back on Monday night in the Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series. I can't remember what track we're at right now, but should be pretty good. Just got finished running the All-Star at Eldora, so it should be pretty decent. All right, guys, Let's run over the results. And first, let me take a look at the summary. We've only had, only 9 lead changes. Ran 200 laps with only 4 cautions. So definitely put on a good show here tonight, these guys.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you want to start the results?
Yeah, sure, why not? Kyle Vincent Gilbert coming out with the win here tonight. Jeff Hollingsworth managing to hold on a second with that pitting that last caution. Rob Jenkins in third, and then of course, because he has to be, Mark Jenkins in fourth. Kevin Paskych ended up in 5th place. Ron Hollifer comes back in 6th, even with that damage he got from earlier on. David Bigger 7th, Douglas Thompson 8th, Charlie Woods 9th, and Chad Witt coming out in 10th.
And then you got Robert Dudley in 11th, Willie Glenn 12th, Hoot Baker 13th, Chris Bouchard 14th, Bob Lacavera 15th, Byron Rodney, unfortunately, with a 16th place finish. Johnny Antonucci was 17th, and Tanner Coster with 18th. I don't think he took the field, but it did score him in 18th. And it's pretty cool. We found out the Jenkins are brothers. It'd be cool if my brother was in iRacing and actually raced with him, but that ain't gonna happen. So we'll just leave.
Brother would bicker about it if that was us.
We'll leave that one alone. Yeah, we'd be wrecking each other on the track and both get thrown out.
Exactly.
All right, well, Steve and Wingnut, appreciate you guys being here as always, man. Definitely a good show here tonight by these guys. Go check out Top Flight Computers. You can rewind a little bit to find out exactly where and what the promo code is. That's on Kyle Vincent Gilbert's car. Go check them out. And if you're looking for a new computer, see what kind of prices and what kind of equipment you can get. And we will see you again next week. Until then, everybody, have a good night.
Peace.